Hello, fellow bonsai enthusiasts, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into the very first and arguably most crucial step of creating a bonsai from scratch, selecting the right seeds. This is where the magic begins, where you, the artist, start to envision the future of your tree. It's an exciting journey, and choosing the perfect seed is like picking the perfect block of marble before you even touch a chisel. So you've decided to grow bonsai from seed. That's fantastic. It's an incredibly rewarding process that connects you to your tree on a profound level. But with thousands of tree species out there, where do you even start? Well, the first question to ask yourself is, what do I want my bonsai to look like? Are you dreaming of a classic stately pine with rugged bark? Or perhaps a Japanese maple, famous for its delicate, star-shaped leaves that burst into a fiery display of red and orange in the autumn? Maybe you're drawn to the idea of a flowering bonsai, like a beautiful azalea or a cherry blossom, bringing a splash of vibrant color to your collection. Each of these visions requires a different type of seed. The final appearance of your bonsai, its size, its leaf shape, its bark texture, and whether it flowers or fruits is all locked away inside the DNA of that tiny seed. So let's break it down. Think about the style you're aiming for. For a formal upright style, a chokin, you might want a species that naturally grows straight and symmetrical, like a Japanese black pine or a larch. Their strong, straight trunks are ideal for this classic look. On the other hand, if you're captivated by the dramatic, windswept Fukinagashi style, you'll want a resilient species that can be trained into dynamic shapes, like a juniper. Junipers are incredibly flexible and forgiving, making them a favorite for beginners and masters alike. Now, let's talk about the features of the tree itself. Leaf size is a huge factor in creating a believable miniature tree. For smaller bonsai or main bonsai, you'll want to choose species with naturally small leaves, such as the Chinese elm or the trident maple. Using a tree with large leaves like a sycamore for a small bonsai would book out a portion. The goal is to create a realistic, scaled-down version of a full-size tree, and small leaves are key to achieving that illusion. Of course, techniques like defoliation can help reduce leaf size over time, but starting with a species that's already inclined towards smaller foliage gives you a massive head start. Another desirable trait is interesting bark. As a bonsai matures, its bark develops character, telling a story of age and resilience. Species like the Japanese white pine are prized for their flaky, textured bark that makes them look ancient even at a relatively young age. Similarly, the cork bark variety of the Chinese elm develops a wonderfully rugged and fissured texture that adds immense visual interest. When you're looking at seed options, do a little research on what the mature bark of that species looks like. It's a long-term investment in the beauty of your tree. And we can't forget flowers and fruit. If the idea of a flowering bonsai excites you, the options are spectacular. Wisteria, with its cascading purple blooms, is breathtaking. Crabapples produce delicate spring flowers followed by tiny decorative fruits. Pomegranates offer vibrant orange-red flowers and miniature fruits, adding a touch of the exotic. When choosing seeds for a flowering or fruiting bonsai, make sure you can provide the right conditions, as many of these species need plenty of sunlight to produce their beautiful displays. Beyond the aesthetics, you have to consider your environment. This is a non-negotiable part of the selection process. Where do you live? What's your climate like? A Japanese maple might struggle in a hot, arid climate without significant protection, while a desert native like a pomegranate tree would thrive. It's crucial to choose a species that is well suited to your local weather conditions. Are you planning to keep your bonsai indoors or outdoors? Most traditional bonsai species like pines, maples, and junipers are temperate climate trees that need to experience the changing seasons, including a period of cold dormancy in the winter. They must be kept outdoors. If you can only grow indoors, you'll need to look at tropical or subtropical species like the ficus, a wonderfully versatile and forgiving indoor bonsai, or the Fukian tea, which has small, glossy leaves and can flower year-round. When you're ready to buy your seeds, always source them from a reputable supplier. Look for bonsai-specific nurseries or seed companies. They often provide fresh, high-quality seeds with good germination rates. Check the date on the seed packet. Fresh is always best. Some sellers even provide information on the seed's origin, which can be helpful. A reputable source will also give you essential instructions on stratification, the process of simulating winter conditions to break the seed as dormancy. Many seeds from temperate climates won't sprout unless they experience a period of cold, moist conditions. This might sound complicated, but it's usually just a matter of storing the seeds in a damp medium in your refrigerator for a few weeks or months. So, to recap, start with your vision. What style, size, and features do you want? Then narrow down your choices based on your climate and whether you'll grow indoors or out. Do your research on species that fit your criteria, paying attention to leaf size, bark potential, and any flowers or fruit. Finally, purchase fresh seeds from a trusted supplier. By putting this thought and care into your seed selection, you're not just planting a seed. You're relaying the foundation for a living work of art that will grow and evolve with you for years, even decades to come. It's the first step in a beautiful and patient dance with nature. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this has demystified the process of choosing the right seeds for your bonsai journey. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next episode, where we be getting our hands dirty and showing you exactly how to stratify and plant these seeds. Happy growing and see you next time.